Hi, welcome to Lounge Academy. My name is Howard Goldman, founder. You're watching WBIG.TV. And today on Lounge Academy, we're just noodling around here, and I thought I'd share a piano muscle relaxation exercise idea. Everybody has problems. Everybody who plays piano, I'm sure other instruments as well, probably every instrument, got to consciously deal with controlling your muscles so you don't wind up getting achy and pains and things that just keep you from playing the way you'd like to. And as long as you'd like to, in face you got to practice a lot. You know, and if you start feeling uncomfortable after 10 minutes, how are you going to play for 2 hours, right? Or if you're doing a job, it's distracting. You want to feel great. If you feel great, people will feel great listening to you, right? Because that's what you're transmitting. You're transmitting how you're feeling. So you want to feel like great. You don't want to feel okay. So it's our job to try real hard, to work real hard to get ourselves feeling really great. So, hence this muscle stuff. And you know, we work on computers, a lot of us too, and we're sitting at a desk and you wind up kind of fixated. I think that could be part of this problem. You know, this stuff's been studied for hundreds of years. The Russians have some great exercises about pressing hard and then relaxing without releasing the key, right? Tension, relax. And that teaches you to control the tension and release of our muscles. That exercise teaches you real well to do that. Another Russian school is being conscious of the wrist. I notice sometimes my tension comes from my wrist, and it took a long time to realize that. Was not obvious to me. And you use the concept of thinking of the wrist as a joint as you think of your finger joints. We got 3 finger joints. Think of it as the 4th finger joint, and you articulate it as you play notes. You're thinking of allowing it to come into being through the use of those 4 joints, including the wrist. And I think what that does is it not only gives you good control, but it keeps the wrists moving. So you're not just locking them up, you know, and tensing them up. And so that's a good one. And here's the one that I came up with today. Because I was thinking about, you know, wouldn't it be great if you're playing, the physical part of playing was actually the way you stretched out and relaxed your muscles, like you do between workouts and things. You know, you stretch and you do different, right? You move your shoulders. We got these different things we can do. Stretch your neck a little, neck circles, and you do this stuff, and it feels really good. It's almost like a massage. You know, you can just feel it's doing something, especially if you've got tension in your muscles, which we all do some degree. And you just, you know, my cat does this. We all do this, right? You get up and you stretch, and you just kind of move things around, and then you start playing again, and in a couple seconds it's tense again, right? Sometimes if you're having these issues. So I played around with thinking in terms of when you're playing, move your hands and your fingers as if, kind of pretend they're they are the stretching and relaxing exercise. And that actually works for me pretty well. So I took it a step further today. And I started thinking about my neck. You know, and I don't know, something gave me the idea that maybe a lot of tension happens because members of the public are reading the marquee on our building here at Lounge Academy. Tourists or local tourists. Doors are locked, we're not open, but it's nice to see people are interested in what we're doing here. Maybe they have stiff necks, and they should be listening to this. So I was thinking, you know, maybe it's our necks fixate. I know when I'm playing, most of the time I'm not reading music. The type of music I do, you know, they're old songs and charts that you kind of have internalized over the years. And I do some reading as well, which causes you to fixate even more. But even if I'm not reading, I don't know, I think sometimes you're not moving your head. You're not always moving your head, right? And I think that could be either the cause of it, or maybe if we were perfectly in tune, it wouldn't matter. So maybe keeping the neck mobile, maybe it's just a way of mitigating another condition that we have. Either way, it's a good thing. And it sounds like a good activity. So I was playing today, just doing, working out at the piano here, playing mostly nonsense, which I like to do for part of the time. And every time I feel my head stop moving, like it's just fixated, I move it. And then I start moving it as if I'm doing what I would do like between playing when you want to relax and stretch it out. So exaggerate it a little bit, move it around. This feels pretty good. And I don't feel any of the tension that I've been trying to eliminate. I don't feel any of it as long as I'm doing this. And I've seen performers playing, and they're moving their head around like that, like they don't have any control of it or something. And you look, depending on the individual and how well they can pull that off, more often than not, it looks kind of goofy. I guess you have some license to look goofy if you're doing something artistic. People kind of accept it that you're kind of off in that other place and really letting it, letting it all hang out. But try that for me. Leave me a comment down here. Also a like and subscribe, because if you guys like these Lounge Academy tips, I'll leave more of them and we'll exchange ideas. I've learned so much on YouTube in the last couple of years because people are nice enough to do this for me. So I've got a lot of ideas that I'd like to share too, if anybody's interested in hearing them. That's kind of what Lounge Academy is all about, right? We're all lounge cadets. So what we do here at Lounge Academy, we do this. I'm not getting stiff. This is really helping. I look like I'm trying to be a hipster or something. I'm usually kind of like, your average uptight dude. I'm repressed like every healthy person. I don't sit here and move my head around when I'm playing. But you know what? I kind of like this. It feels good. And if I could practice longer and play longer and be less distracted while performing, because I'm not fighting off muscle tension, that's a good thing. So maybe, we'll see. only time tells with this kind of thing. So, holy cow, 10 minutes, that's going to be the longest video on YouTube. I don't plan on editing this because I'm experimenting with this old Droid phone. Thought maybe I could use this decommissioned phone as an extra camera, even though here at WBIG TV, we've got, see, we're the real deal. We even have, it even says Lounge Academy on our tip jar. We have cameras all around us here in our lounge set. There's a camera back there under the TV light, because I don't know if you can tell, it's dark. There's another one over there, and another TV light. And that's kind of what we're about here. We're in the heart of downtown Buffalo, New York. Right at Niagara Square. I mean, we are downtown. So now I've stretched this out to 11 minutes. Wait till I get the utility bill for this one, huh? Well, thank you. If you care to hear more, I promise I'll keep them shorter. Keep those necks moving and let me know how that works out for you. I like it. I think I'm going to practice longer today because I'm moving my neck. Don't just move it. Move it in a way as if you feel like you're stretching out and getting the kinks out. Like you normally do that when you're not doing something. You do it between doing things that give you muscle tension. You know, you're working out or your musical instrument. You're shopping. This feels good. I like moving it. I could hear it cracking and stuff. Not a lot. It's not like I'm... So now you can have muscle tension and relaxation all in one. Now we're at 12 minutes. So we give you a lot. We give you an exercise helping at Lounge Academy. It's 12 minutes to tell you something that should take 10 seconds. So we're proud of that. And thank you for watching. And we'll watch for your comments and likes and subscribing. We got a lot of things we're going to do from Lounge Academy. We do a lot of video stuff here that the world hasn't seen in general. So we're going to be bringing you a lot more of that with real entertainers. Not, I'm your host at these things, but you're going to see we got some great talent here in Buffalo, New York, and we have a lot of visitors to Buffalo, New York, and they come through Lounge Academy. You'll see. They come through here every week, and we're going to be bringing some really great old standards and things, piano singers, accompanists, you name it. And who knows, you could be the next lounge sensation. So we'll tell you how to do that too. So now we're at 13 minutes. So we just keep giving and giving and giving. It's how we are. That's what it's all about. Till next time, keep moving your neck.